Another week down and another wild week in the world of NFTs and virtual land. So stick around when we talk about everything going on this week in the Metaverse. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Bull Combo. I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Coming to you guys on this beautiful Friday with a weekly update regarding everything going on this week in the world of the Metaverse. Before we get started, just wanted to announce the winners from last week's NFT giveaway, guys. So as you might have recalled, I announced an NFT giveaway last week. I've been running a few of these over the last few weeks. I want to announce this week's winner. So without any further delay, give a massive shout out and a big congratulations to Some Dude and Atharva Cabra. Congratulations to you both. You've both won an NFT. Make sure to sign up for a Wax wallet and then reach out to me on Twitter or on Discord, and I'll handle making sure that gets transferred over to you guys. All right, guys, so it's another week down in the Metaverse, which means we have another week's worth of news to get through. So let's jump right in and get started. Week one of the Summer Jam land sale has been completed on the Sandbox. Meta, Odyssey, and myself were all able to score lands next to each other at this land sale, so I'm really excited to see what kind of experience we can build together. I'm really excited to bring that to you guys here in the near future. During the sale, 1,080 lands were sold near partners Zedrun and Hashmasks. They were sold to 625 unique buyers with a total of $2 million in sand raised. All the lands sold out in exactly 3 seconds, which is insane to think about, guys. I can tell you right now that this land sale was one of the most anxiety-inducing experiences of my life, just because there was so much nerves involved. There was so much chance involved. It was a very limited number of lands and a lot of people vying for those lands. So the fact that not only myself, but all the other people I was on the voice chat with during the land sale were actually able to score land was nothing short of a miracle. And I just anticipate the demand and interest in this platform to accelerate over the next few weeks as these land sales continue. So we're definitely gonna have to keep an eye out there. If you're interested in jumping into these land sales, make sure to check out the video I posted yesterday. It goes over everything you need to do to be prepared for a land sale ahead of time, and it'll greatly increase your chances of being successful when the land sale goes down. So if getting into the Sandbox is something you're already interested in and you're not really sure how to prepare, how to go about preparing for a land sale, that video might be pretty useful for you. In addition to the land sale, they also have some giveaways going right now and some competitions. A giveaway in the form of a land giveaway that they're running, I believe, until July 1st. They're also doing Discord hunts every week where individuals can basically hunt the Discord servers for clues, and if they find everything, they're rewarded with a Sandbox NFT in the game, which is actually really cool. So Sandbox is doing a lot of really cool things right now, and I'm sure we're going to have lots more information from them coming in the near future. You can also expect me to be covering a lot of them because I really do think this platform is heavily poised for some serious success. It was a busy week for NFT collectibles juggernaut Vivi. They kicked off the week with the Givenchy Pride drop, which saw incredible success. Then a couple days later, the DC Bombshell Series 2 drop occurred. Both of these drops sold out in a matter of seconds. It's a really good sign based on the level of interest in the platform right now, and it really just shows that Vivi's doing all the right things. And if it couldn't have gotten any better for them this week, they capped it all off by announcing their partnership with Marvel, which is obviously a huge deal. I don't even need to go into how big of a deal it is, but seeing Marvel step into the NFT space, sign a partnership with Vivi, really just shows that brands are starting to consider NFTs and virtual experiences a much more viable and mainstream path and a much more realistic way to express your brand in a different manner. So it's really cool to see them taking that on. I imagine we're going to see a ton of really cool Marvel-themed Vivi collectibles coming out in the near future. I know it'd be really cool to catch a Hulk, maybe an Iron Man, so really can't wait to see what kind of drops they have. I'm still waiting on that Jurassic Park drop. I honestly haven't even gotten in on the last 2 or 3 sales because I'm really holding out for something that I'm super interested in. At first I was jumping in on every single sale just because of the FOMO, but after a little while I realized that this is more about collecting things you're interested in. Obviously everyone's going to approach it differently, but I do really think that Vivi has something really great going here. And this recent Marvel partnership, along with the success of their recent drops, just shows that there's a lot of potential for the future of the Vivi platform, and I'm really excited to see where it goes. Stranger Things is headed to Roblox. The Starcourt Mall is headed to the Roblox Metaverse, allowing users to connect with the Stranger Things brand year-round. It's going to consist of mini-games, as well as NFT collectible stores, and probably some other experiences that have yet to be announced. But very interesting to see Stranger Things, another large brand, getting in on the Metaverse-style experiences. I anticipate a lot more brands like this are going to be jumping into these experiences over the next few months, so we're probably going to have a lot to talk about there. A quick note on Decentraland, there wasn't a ton of actual news related to the platform. However, An article came out this week talking about how Republic Realm has just dropped $900,000 on a plot within Decentraland. This comes right on the heels of an announcement last week from Boson Protocol spending close to $720,000 on a plot within Decentraland. We've seen plots within the Sandbox selling for $600,000 plus. We've seen plots in Decentraland selling for the amounts I just mentioned. These metaverse experiences are clearly highly in demand, and the scarcity of them, the limited amount of these lands and of these plots is really going to make it to where I can see these prices continuing to skyrocket. As more brands develop interest, as more brands want to be involved in this metaverse and create a brand experience to highlight their brand in a different way within this metaverse style experience, I really do see the value of these lands increasing, as there's just so many brands in the world, so many companies, so many shows, so many experiences that all want to have a piece of this. There's obviously not enough space for everybody, so as that demand rises, I do really think that we're going to see a lot more deals like what Republic's doing here. And for those of you that might not recall, Jawad Khan from Republic Realm was on the My Name is Human podcast a couple months ago talking about the future of virtual real estate, etc. It's really cool to see them putting their money where their mouth is, continuing to invest in these platforms. You know, right now, virtual real estate and virtual lands are a very, very new concept. For some people, it's a huge turnoff. Other people think it's a stupid idea. Other people just don't understand it. But then we have Republic Realm on the complete opposite end of the spectrum, and they've developed a full-on company that specializes in just virtual real estate and virtual real estate development. So very curious and very interesting to see that direction being taken. Very impressive to see this level of money being dropped on a platform like Decentraland or the Sandbox. So I'm really curious to see what other kinds of deals we see here in the near future. And I'm really curious to see the ceiling at which the value of these plots eventually gets to. So the last piece of news this week I wanted to talk about was regarding Varjo. Now, Varjo is a company I was not familiar with previously. However, they're getting ready to release something called Reality Cloud. Now, Varjo Reality Cloud is basically a tool that allows a person to scan an area or an item or a location in 3D in a virtual way, and then allows other users to experience that based on that 3D scan. I know this sounds pretty ambitious, and it sounds like something that might not be available for quite a while, but it sounds like the technology is already there and it's already working. They raised over $100 million to work on this over the last few years, including from huge backers like Volvo. So it's pretty clear they know what they're doing and that they are making this a reality. From what I understand, this is going to tie into a VR headset of some sort, along with a specific type of camera that needs to be used to scan the area in general. From what I also understand, the experience is going to be almost in real time. So a person's going to be able to be scanning a specific location, and then another person on the receiving end is going to be able to see that experience in real time as there's movement, as the person's moving around, etc. I can see a lot of potential for this. They're obviously touting this as a way to travel all across the planet without leaving your house, experience all types of things all over the world without having to leave the place that you live, which for some people may be the furthest they'll ever be able to travel because of, you know, physical limitations, monetary restrictions, country restrictions, etc. There's a lot of restrictions in place across the world right now. So something like this is a very freeing experience. It can provide a lot of freedom, and it can just provide an experience that someone might not have ever had before. So it's interesting to see this Varjo project. I'm curious to see how it plays into other projects, if companies come in and try to utilize or integrate with Varjo to improve their brand or their experience. I think those are things we can see down the road. Nevertheless, virtual reality, virtual experiences, virtual land, clearly it's all here to stay, and there's even more spaces being developed as we speak, such as this right here. I'm really interested to see what other types of virtual technology come out in the near future that I hadn't even thought of, because this is something specifically I hadn't really thought of exactly. Someone wearing something that scans something in real time, and then another person experiencing that scanned environment in real time. It's a pretty wild concept, something I never even would have considered. But now thinking about it, I can see all of the general use cases for it and all the benefits of having something like that. So again, very cool concept. Really curious to see where it goes. All right, guys, so that was everything I had going on this week in the metaverse. We had a few topics from a few different platforms here. There's always something interesting going on in the metaverse or virtual related, and I find that to be very refreshing and very intriguing, and I just can't wait to see where this space goes. As more brands step into it, as more companies adopt it, we're really going to see a ton of growth here. There's just going to be no shortage of things to talk about here in the near future. If you guys like this video, guys, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. If you like this content you're seeing here, I'd encourage you guys to consider subscribing to the channel. It really just goes a long way to supporting me and helping me bring you guys this content, so I really appreciate that. Other than that, guys, I want to thank you for checking out this video. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, a great weekend, and until next time, we'll see you soon.